565-1470. Now, here's Steve-O and Renee.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, we're moving on now to the side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. We're moving on to the side. We finally got
Good afternoon.
What's
Like
happening?
that song?
Moving on up and out.
Well, we're moving on up.
That's all I'm saying.
Good afternoon and welcome to another entertaining and informative. I just did it. Renee and I said today we were practicing. We always practice the show.
Not practice, go over.
Well, whatever.
Okay.
And
Well, I have to correct you.
she was making all kind of mistakes, and here I just start the show
I love it.
and I'm tongue-tied. See, I guess
And
that's
you were
karma.
making fun. It is because you were making fun of me.
Well, you know why?
Would
Because
you like to?
no, it's no fun making fun of you, Renee.
I know, because of payback, baby.
Well, anyway, thanks for tuning in today. We're here on WNN 1470 AM. We cover all of Broward and Palm Beach County. The phone number here is 888-565-1470, where we're giving away a lot of gift certificates today.
We have to.
And a pair of tickets to go see Jerry Seinfeld.
Big, big, big.
Oh my gosh, that's good. The show's on January 31st. It's at 8 o'clock. It's at the Seminole Hard Rock, Hollywood. Wow, I'm jealous.
That's big. Me
I am
too.
jealous. So you hear this voice in the background.
Are you hearing voices?
She can't even be quiet until she's introduced.
You could never keep me quiet.
Wow. So here is my honey, my best friend in the world, Renee.
How you doing, Steve-O? You know, sucking up gets you everywhere. You know that, right?
Sometimes it doesn't, though. I've
true.
used some of my best stuff on you,
It doesn't work?
and it did not work.
Okay. Try something else then.
No, it's like I have to look in my bag of tricks or something. So it was fun last night, the tasting.
It was.
And we've
Well,
actually,
tell everybody where we tasted at.
well, we went to 7-Eleven's hot dog stand.
They were good, right?
Can you see us going to the
There was
7-Eleven?
relish, pickles, all sorts of stuff.
Anyway, this place is called Jazziz. It's Nightlife. It is a whole complex, an entertainment complex.
In Boca.
Fine dining, amazing entertainment. It's in Mizner Park. How many times have you driven by this place and go, what is that
I
place?
know, a million. It's like the Copacabana,
Yeah, that's right. It was.
right?
It was.
You have dinner and a show.
I could see the mob guys just
I know, like
sitting there.
Goodfellas.
Yeah, just sitting there
Did
watching
you
the
tip
show.
them to get a good table? Because we had the best table last night.
Renee, have you ever known me not to tip?
No, I'm saying ahead of time.
No.
Shtup them with money. Am I allowed to say shtupped?
I don't know. That might be one of the 18 words.
Not too bad.
So we're going to talk about our tasting on the second half of the show. Now remember, starting next week, we go to Sundays at 1 p.m. You've got to go to our website at www.theeatandcritiqueshow.com. You have to spell out and. Everybody asks, do you have to spell out and? Of course you do. And you can find out all the details because starting next week, we go to 1 p.m.
And we're
on
moving
Sundays.
on up and out.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say. So if you're tuning in for the first time, Steve-O and I are local food critics, and we want to make sure we make you aware of some of the new great places to dine at and some places not to waste your money. And we can't wait to share our dining experience last night at Jazz's Nightlife in Mizner Park with you later on in the show. And if you love good jazz, we'll be giving away tickets to Kirk Whalum. He's going to be there January 21st.
You notice how I gave you the names that
and
are hard to
22nd, because you
pronounce.
can't pronounce them. I can. And Kirk is an American smooth jazz saxophonist and songwriter who was the opening act for Whitney Houston.
Wow.
That's pretty big.
You know what I've always wanted to do? Because I love jazz.
What? I'm afraid
Is-
to ask what.
Smooth jazz.
Oh, that was good.
I always wanted
like
to do
that.
So there was a jazz station growing up, and the guy just smooth jazz.
Okay, that
That's
sounded
cool.
good. I
Okay,
like
got that out of my
Okay.
system.
And on January 23rd at Jazz's Nightlife in Mizner Park, we'll be giving away tickets for Jimmy Green, saxophonist, composer, educator Jimmy Green, who has emerged as a positive presence in the jazz world.
I know Jimmy Green.
You do?
I know his mom.
Is he Al Green's relative?
No, I know
You
his
know Al
mom.
Green is?
No? Yeah, of course I do.
Okay, just asking.
Okay. Well, you know, Jimmy's mom is Mrs. Green, right? Okay, just want to make sure.
That's bad. I hope the shit gets better. Call us now if you'd like to win tickets to either of these great jazz concerts at 888-565-1470. We have 4 pairs for each of these shows. Wow, that's big. For either 7 p.m. or 9 p.m. So you get to choose the time you want to go.
So if you've always wanted to go to a show there, we've got free tickets today.
That's exactly it.
Just give us a call, 888-565-1470.
And the first 4 callers for each show will win. Just give Alan or Board Up your name, address, and we'll get those tickets out for you.
Yes, that's cool. I love giving stuff away.
I know, you think you're Santa Claus.
I like, or Hanukkah Harry, one of the two. So don't forget, starting January 26th, that's next Sunday, we are going from our normal 2 to 3 show to 1 p.m. to 2. And again, you can get all that information by going to our website at www.theeatandcritiqueshow.com.
You have to leave the W's off.
I know,
It's very
I know.
confusing. Just say theeatandcritiqueshow.com.
Yeah, but what if, what if Harriet's out there listening to our show and
She is.
That's right, she probably is. And listen, we have some special guests on the show today, starting off with Chef Andres and his wife Allison from Piccolo Restorante
We
in
love
Fort
that place.
Lauderdale. We have gotten so many emails
We
about that
have.
place. Wow. And
Because it's a great restaurant. It really is.
and they're actually one of our top 16 restaurants
On our website, yes.
Yes. And then in the second half of our show, we are going to...
What was that?
What?
The second.
I'm still on that. I'm still on
You
that.
scared me for a second.
Smooth jazz.
Okay, once was good, second
You know
not
how,
so good.
how at Cafe Baloo they were going,
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. I'm going to smooth jazz. So the second half of our show, we will have the owner of Jazz's Nightlife, Michael Fagan, and his executive chef, which is really cool because he's got a great background.
The phones are ringing already.
Wow.
There are tickets to Jazz's.
Who wouldn't?
I know.
God, if you love...
It's a great place.
If you love great jazz, wow, what a... And it's not just jazz. We have some other tickets we're going to be giving away that you're going to be talking about to some incredible groups.
Okay.
So, now yesterday morning, and this is not a commercial. It's probably going to sound like one.
Not.
Not a commercial.
Okay.
I like helping out the small guys. I do.
Okay. Continue.
He said, no, I'm going to send him an invoice after the show. No, it's just, I found this like cool
You
little...
just want a free meal.
It's it's a cafe. No, there's no trade. There's no nothing. I just said, you know what? I'm going to let people know about this. People who live in Coral Springs. It's this cafe gourmet bakery, and they're right there on the walk
I know.
on
I've been
University.
there.
On the
And when
walk.
did you go without me?
I was
As usual.
cashing a check. No,
There's no bank over there. Try again, buddy.
I was getting breakfast at BurgerFi. No,
They're not open.
Oh, okay.
Try again.
Busted. But anyway, I was blown away by this place. I mean, every one of their showcases with the pastries, delicious. So I had to try something.
Without me.
They're noted for their croissants. Well, you don't eat croissants.
How do you know? You didn't invite me.
I kind of know.
Did you bring me one home?
But they make everything in-house, their pastries, their breads. The name of this place is called Crocante Cafe and Gourmet Bakery. It's in Coral Springs on the walk, and it's just, for breakfast, I had this turkey and egg croissant.
Busted.
Turkey and egg croissant.
Okay.
I didn't say bacon and egg.
Doesn't matter. You
No
went back.
cheese.
That's where you went yesterday. You disappeared.
Well, I love that
Caught
place.
you again. I told you I'm going to have to start following you.
So listen, if you're in the Coral Springs area, they have the crust taken off the sandwiches. They have wonderful soup.
They did?
They
They
have
cut the crust
salads
off for you?
there. Well, they just have a scissor in the back room, I'm sure. Or one of those blades you open up packages with. No,
An X-Acto blade.
Listen, I'm trying to help these. I'm trying to help these people. It's just a really cool place to go. They have their tiramisu looks so good.
Again, I wouldn't know.
Okay. You're trying to make me feel bad.
Am I doing a good job?
I have one thing to say to you.
Uh-oh.
Smooth jazz. So go ahead. They're Crocante Cafe and Gourmet Bakery. They're on the walk in University. Go in there. Tell them Steve-O. Excuse me. Just tell them Steve-O sent you. No, Renee.
And they'll say, who? Who is
Steve,
that?
who? We don't know no Steve here.
Exactly. Okay, so let's give away a pair of tickets to Jerry Seinfeld on January 31st at the Seminole Hard Rock Casino. So the third caller in at 888-565-1470. People are holding already for tickets.
Oh, my God.
They don't know what they're holding for, but they're holding for something.
Wow.
The phones are ringing already. That's all I'm saying.
Listen.
I'm jealous. I want to go to this
I
concert.
know. Who would not want to go to Jerry Seinfeld?
It's not a concert.
No.
It's a comedy.
I don't think he can sing.
I don't think so. Well, neither can I.
I don't think I want him to sing. I mean,
Us Jewish people are not singers. That's all I'm going to say.
well, yeah, Jerry Seinfeld's definitely Jewish.
You think?
Yeah. How about Rickles? He doesn't sing either.
Who? Don
Rickles? He's Jewish.
He's still alive, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, our friends.
I'm just checking.
Our friends over at the Night and Day Show still. I mean, they're buddies with them. They're tight.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that, Alan.
Yeah. They're very tight.
Okay, so speaking of great shows, next week we'll start giving away tickets for some big shows coming up at Jazziz Nightlife in Mizner for such groups as Ambrosia, February 2nd and 3rd.
I know
who
them.
did songs like You're the Biggest Part of Me, You're the Only Woman,
Why are you
Holding
giving me
On
when
to
you say I'm the
Yesterday.
only woman? How dare you?
You don't look like a woman.
Not even close.
And Yesterday, to name a few. And then February 13th and 14th, the Grammy Award-winning group All for One, which I want to go to this for Valentine's Day.
Oh,
I'm
that'd be
putting
cool.
my order in right now. I love it. Thank you, Alan. Well, I'm sure you remember the hits like I Swear, I Can Love You Like This, I Turn to You, These Arms, Beautiful as You.
I know all those songs.
Me too. So let's go.
Yeah, we should.
Is that a date?
Yeah, we're going to go.
So I'm asking you for Valentine's Day. Will you be my date and take me to Jazziz?
Oh, you're asking me?
Isn't that nice?
Oh, wow. Well, wait till everybody hears about their food. I'm sure they will
It's really
understand
good.
why we'd want to go back there again.
Okay, so you want to make sure you tune in next Sunday at 1 p.m. So to get more details, like Steve-O said, just go to our website, and I'm leaving off the W's. The eatandcritiqueshow.com, because www, it's like 100 W's.
Smooth
To get
jazz.
info. Stop with that already today. Oh, there's me. Okay, next week on Sunday, January 26th, we're going to have Sophia Milona
Love
of
her.
Tasso's Greek Taverna and John Hanley and Chef Louie of the Meatball Room in Boca Raton in our new studio.
Oh, that's
That's
right.
all I'm going to say.
Okay,
And
thank
then
you.
on February 9th, my mouth is taped today.
Good.
Okay.
Keep it that way.
It may come loose. You never know.
No, it will not.
It will. Anyway, on
We have
February
people
9th
holding
from
on the
1
phone.
to 2 p.m., we have a live remote at Cafe Monterano in Fort Lauderdale, South Florida. Favorite son, the man himself, Steve Monterano. We're going to be doing a
Your
Yo
cuz.
Cuz cooking corner with him on a monthly segment, which I'm really, really excited
know.
about. I love him. I love his restaurant. All these famous people go there, celebrities.
When a lot of celebrities go to a restaurant, they go because the food is incredible. It's just like
think?
Coco's Asian Bistro.
Really?
The same thing. We have people holding on the phone.
Do you want to take a winner?
Which one is this?
I guess it's going to be for Jerry Seinfeld.
Is this for Jerry Seinfeld?
Yes.
Okay, but I see two up there, though.
Okay, so has to be the third one, you said.
Okay.
So pick one.
Okay. Let us have it.
We have who? Mandy. Hi, Mandy. Congratulations. You just won 2 tickets to Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, that's lovely. I'm so happy.
Okay. She sounds enthused.
I mean, do you like Jerry Seinfeld?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you know who he is?
His mom is Mrs. Seinfeld.
You used that one already.
I know. Who are you going to take with you? You've got 2 tickets.
I'm going to take my better half.
Oh, you're a boyfriend.
Okay, you should use that, the better half.
Yeah. This is her boyfriend on the
What, you
side.
want to go with her?
I would have loved to go with her.
Okay, well, you're out.
Okay.
You're already taken.
You're good. She's already taken. And she's got such a sweet voice, too.
Okay.
Hey, you're going to have so much fun. We are going to mail these out to you on Monday, but they won't. The post office isn't even open on
Closed
Monday.
on Monday, Tuesday.
Gosh. So we're going to send them out to you, Mandy, on Tuesday. How long have you been listening to our show?
Oh,
A, just tuned in.
2 minutes ago. B, 5 minutes ago.
And
Or C, by accident.
5 years ago. You still get the tickets. It doesn't matter.
It
We're just
doesn't
glad
matter.
you called. You've got such a sweet voice. And maybe you'll call us back after the show and tell us how you liked Jerry Seinfeld.
sure. Why not?
Thank you. Hold on, and we're going to get your name and your address, all your information. Hey, thanks for calling, and thanks for letting us play along with you.
Okay,
Thanks,
you.
Mandy. Have a great weekend.
Thank you very much.
She is going to be so lucky. Jerry Seinfeld.
I was hoping nobody would call in.
How
so I
does
could
a
go.
little show like ours get tickets for Seinfeld?
We're not so little anymore.
Casey and the Sunshine Band, George Lopez. Wow, we must be doing something right.
Hello.
You think it's Aptitude TV?
Hello.
Oh, you're going to take the credit.
Of course. I'll take any credit.
I was
going to
give it to Alan and Freddie and Linda.
Okay.
The crew.
I'll share the credit.
The crew. It's the crew. So that's really wonderful. And we were talking about Steve Monterano.
Yes.
Do you know every time the New England Patriots come to town to play the Dolphins, they eat every year at Cafe Monterano.
Okay.
And the New York Rangers, who probably come in 2 or 3 times a year,
They eat there too?
they eat there also.
Very cool.
Wow. Monterano. Boy,
Live remote,
yo,
February
cuz
9th.
you are doing something really, really right.
Absolutely.
And we're going to have our remote there. So that's going to be so cool on February the 9th at his restaurant. Now, you can't come because they're closed. So don't come over.
Are we allowed in?
I don't know. Do you have your password?
Okay. That's my
Yeah.
password.
Our show has become the show you want to listen to because we give away some of the most exciting fine dining gift certificates along with these great headliner tickets. And we also introduce you to some of the finest dining restaurants. Even if they're small and out of the way,
We love those.
we will find them. And then most important, you can tune into our show and you can learn about fine dining. I mean, some people don't even know what fine dining is.
Okay.
Did
Why are
you-
you looking at me?
Well, no, I know you know what fine
You
dining is.
think?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
and they, I went to culinary school, and they don't teach you about fine dining.
What do they teach
just
you?
teach you
How to
how to
chop
cook.
up peppers?
It's up to you. Yeah. But one thing I'm going to promise you we will do is we will find the good, the bad, and the ugly. We're going to go to break, and hopefully our guests are
They
here.
are here.
Beautiful.
Piccolos are in the house.
We'll see you on the other side.
Perfect. If you're in the mood for some of the finest Greek food you've ever tasted, then you must try Tasso's Greek Taverna. When it comes to fine Greek cuisine dining, Tasso's Greek Taverna is at the top of Steve-O and my list. If you want the freshest food, from their vegetables to their seafood and meat dishes, and you want a dish made with love and passion, you must try Tasso's Greek Taverna in Fort Lauderdale. Even better yet, why not try their Sunday brunch where you feel like you're on the islands of Greece? Dine in this fine architecture that is simply magnificent. Try their bottomless bubbles, their Bloody Marys, or their sangrias for only $15 during their Sunday brunch. From Tasso's Bar to their open kitchen, come discover the Greek islands in Fort Lauderdale. Tasso's also offers great brunch dishes like Eggs Benedict, Nutella French toast, and classical Greek yogurt parfaits. You know if it's Tasso's, it's got to be out of this world. Tasso's Greek Taverna is open during the week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Saturdays from 11 to 12, and Sunday brunch is 11 to 3. They are located at 3330 East Oakland Park Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale. To make your dining reservations, call Tasso's now at 954-200-6006. Tasso's is listed on our website as one of Steve-O and my top 12 restaurants in South Florida. Call them today to make reservations at 954-200-6006 and tell them you heard on the Eat and Critique show.
Yo, cuz, how you doing? This is Steve Martirano of Cafe Martirano in Fort Lauderdale, and at the Hard Rock Seminole Hotel and Casino, and at the Rio in Las Vegas. And I love turning into my friends Steve-O and Renee Eat and Critique radio show. Enjoy
love them. Enjoy.
Enjoy.
And we're back.
Smooth jazz.
Can you stop that?
Hey,
I'm turning your mic off. Anyway, we're back in studio with some good friends of our show, Chef Ona Andres Avayu and his wife Allison from Piccolo's Restorante. How you doing, guys? Welcome to the studio.
Thank you. We're doing great.
And we just told you we received so many emails about how people loved your restaurant.
We actually had someone who said they took our advice. They had reservations, and they canceled.
They canceled and went to your restaurant.
I think it was on a Saturday night, and they just raved. And we understand why. There's a reason. You guys are on our top 16, our favorite restaurants. No one has pushed you off, and
They'll be there for a while.
That portion of our website is very dear to us because these are our top 16. And, I mean, we did get your check in the mail, but that doesn't have anything to do with
With a lot of zeros.
I wanted to, before we get started, I wanted to tell Chef Andres that we love your creativity. What you can do with food is just so amazing.
Well, he's an artist. He truly is.
Well, we know why he's an artist.
Did you see this plate? Freddie, can you get that on camera? I mean, that is just truly amazing. Look at the plating.
But I know you use some of the French cooking techniques with what you do. And everything I've ever learned from culinary school, that's the way to do it. And a lot of people, they miss that. And I know that's the reason why your food is so good.
It's the details.
Yeah, it's
always the details.
Because we kept saying, I know he can't. When we did our tasting, I know Chef Andres is not going to beat this. And he'd bring something out first. So we were just like, wow, it's so
Everything
beautiful.
was wow.
Yes.
Not just the plating, the food itself.
And it's one of those times that, and we do have times we go to taste some great restaurants, and maybe some things aren't not as quite as good, but everything we had at your restaurant was just unbelievable. And those are the kind of emails we're getting. So, bro, you guys are doing
They're doing it right.
They are.
So what are you guys doing for Valentine's Day?
Well, for Valentine's Day, we are taking reservations. We're going to run the full menu as well as thinking about a couple Valentine's Day specials. They're still in the works, but a couple things that we're bringing in are some real nice fresh diver scallops.
Ooh, we love those.
Wow.
And of course, for all the meat lovers, going to bring in a nice New York strip steak, great marbling, great flavors. We're going to run them real simple, but real good. We're also planning on doing a ravioli special for Valentine's Day, and thought we had was a seafood bolognese.
Wow.
See, when you know how good their food is, like, all you have to just say it.
My mouth is watering.
I know.
And it's not from looking at you, Steve-O.
Thanks.
Sorry. It's looking at the food.
Okay,
Come
so
on.
we're talking about Valentine's Day.
Yes.
And your place is so beautiful.
Thank you.
So what did
It's
you
a romantic place,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Renee
It's a
was saying,
small
yeah.
venue. It's just a very romantic place to go for Valentine's Day. It's perfect.
So,
So for those of you men that have not made plans for Valentine's Day and want to take a special woman, go to Piccolo's. You will definitely impress her.
oh yeah, yeah. And I still can't get over those braised short ribs.
Those, by far, were my favorite
Wow.
of the entire evening.
No, and we do a lot of tastings where they have the spare ribs. Yours are without a doubt the best I've ever had.
Oh, thank you.
Make sure that I don't say that again to the next week that's coming up.
Jot it down.
I try not to do it on the same day, but no, he knows I'm kidding with him. But your braised short ribs are just unbelievable. Now, they're
They're
still on
so
the
tender,
menu?
they just fall apart.
They're going to remain on the menu.
Yes.
So wait a second, before we start with anything else, what do you have here?
What I have here is one of the things we're going to be showcasing at the end of next month at the Miami Beach Wine and Food Festival.
Ooh, they're part of that, yeah.
Very impressed.
We are actually lucky enough to be a part of the Fontainebleau top 50 chefs from the nation for the best of the best.
Wow, congratulations. That's wonderful.
So deserved.
Thank
Yes.
you. And what I brought in for you here is one of two things that we're doing. We're going to stay with the fresh ahi tuna, and the what I brought here is the a caponata.
Which is what?
Caponata is saute of fresh eggplants, a couple Roma tomatoes.
You can't have any.
I know, I see you eyeballing it.
da.
I can't eat eggplant, but don't worry. I'll taste the tuna.
I'll tell you how it is.
I know you will.
I'll tell you how it is.
And we have some balsamic roasted portobello mushrooms.
Oh, that looks so
wonderful.
good.
And right on top is a fresh honey orange mint vinaigrette.
So is this a new dish added to your menu, or was this on it?
It's not on it.
Should be added.
It's called the tease.
Only Steve-O gets to taste it. Not today, though.
When is your event?
This event is Friday, February 21st.
Okay. What an honor.
It is.
It is. What an honor.
Fountain Blue's been around for a really long time.
But you know, the South Beach Wine and Food Festival, they don't just concentrate on South Beach. It's all over.
Absolutely.
So that's really amazing. And you know what? I'm looking at this. First of all, you can just see how fresh the tuna looks.
I know you don't like to taste it.
Oh, my God.
Go ahead, you can take a bite.
I can?
Yes.
You're going to let
For a
me?
moment.
Okay.
I didn't say have lunch. I mean, usually you sit here, it's like you're chowing down here for an hour. Renee, take over. If I'm taking over, I get more money. That's all I'm saying.
Renee, can I taste something?
Does it smell wonderful?
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, take a bite.
Okay.
Oh my
Say
God. So have
something.
you say something? I have to handle the show. What are you talking about? Have you added any new items to the menu?
Yes and no. We've taken a couple desserts off, but have added some great additions.
Not the ricotta cheesecake, though.
That's
that was
going to
fabulous.
remain, I think.
We love that.
Those are actually what has made it onto the menu. That along with the chocolate creme brulee.
Okay, that we didn't try. We'll have to try that next time. So, Allison, give everybody your address.
Yes, it's 28.
Be helpful if I give her a mic. Yeah, stop chewing, Steve-O.
East Commercial Boulevard. That's just east of US 1 in Fort Lauderdale. Phone number is 954-776-8066.
Okay, and your website. Give everybody your website.
Of course, our website is www.piccolofl.com, like Florida, piccoloflorida.com.
See, it's not Piccolo. It's Piccolo. I said it wrong.
Is that really what? It's really Piccolo?
That's how you would pronounce it.
You
Piccolo.
always give me the wrong pronunciation.
Wow.
Always.
But I've been pronouncing it wrong on Twitter.
Good
No,
one.
Allison knows that I Twitter and
Smooth jazz.
smooth jazz. I got to tell you, I tasted so many different flavors in this. This is a winner. I mean,
I know. I
Renee,
can't taste it. I'm sorry. I can't eat eggplant, guys.
you know,
I love it, but I can't. It just doesn't agree with me.
I have such a passion, just like Chef does here, for food and for cooking, and unless it's at home.
And then you don't cook at all. What are you talking about?
But there's certain things that just jump out at you. This jumps out. Everything, you can taste the freshness. I mean, it's just, oh my.
You loved it.
This is not on the menu?
No.
No, it's not on the menu.
You
So
got
put
it.
it, listen, take it, put it in your pocket, take it home for later.
But you know, when you put something on the menu, it's tough. You can't just like rewrite your menu. Menus are expensive nowadays. So,
That's why you have to do inserts.
I know, but you know what?
We'll definitely keep up with the specials.
Yes, you do
This is
inserts.
amazing. So, I don't want this to sound like a commercial, but if it does, tough.
You're getting tough over there, huh? What's up?
No, this is really, trust me, if you want to, I don't care if you live in Palm Beach Gardens, I don't care. If you want to have a night of the most amazing dining experience, you have got to try it. Now, Piccolo.
Piccolo.
Oh,
and it's not typical Italian food.
No, you're not going to see lasagna there on the menu.
Or meatballs and spaghetti or anything like that.
Or Kellogg's Corn Flakes or whatever.
Rice Krispies.
But I mean, but this is when
Don't get me started.
we did last week.
I know.
And you know, next month, you guys are going to be in our new studio, and we're going to have a lot more plating room.
And 4 mics.
And 4 mics. Oh, that's right.
Just have to point that out.
4 mics, and look at everybody how they're smiling around here. You guys, we know what we're doing. It's so funny watching
The
everybody.
tape is coming off my mouth, by the way.
No, it's not.
Oh,
either,
yes,
by
it
the way.
is.
By the way,
Can't keep me quiet for long.
how are you set tonight for reservations? Are you okay for? You're booked tonight.
Booked. Well, it's a small venue also. How
It
many-
doesn't matter. They're booked for tonight. We
That's
can't just send
excellent.
anybody there tonight. Okay, so now you're open on Sundays.
Tell everybody your hours.
We are actually closed on Sundays, but we are.
Can you open tomorrow, though? I mean, just do you have anything to do?
Steve-O.
We're actually going to an event tomorrow. We're
Oh.
helping out with a charity event at the Auto Nation Chevrolet in
Good
Fort
for you.
Lauderdale.
Good for you.
So we're assisting with that. We're going to show up over there. But we are usually closed on Sundays.
Okay.
Open Monday through Thursday from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. and then Fridays and Saturdays from 4 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Let me ask you: Are you closed on Sundays because we're going to be on Sundays now?
Yes.
Was that the reason?
Just for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
We love when you guys come on, and as we emailed today, it's, we will do everything we can to get the
promote
word
your
out
restaurant.
because
Absolutely.
you're that good. And, listen, our reputation's on the line, so we're not going to sit there and tell people how great something. We do not do that. Right,
Ever.
Renee?
Ever.
Right. But you guys got
Even though you've tried to twist my arms a few times.
Yeah, right.
Doesn't help.
You've got such a great gig here, and this is going to be really nice watching you guys grow because you so deserve to be booked tonight. And that means
And
you
make
guys
reservations for
for next
Valentine's
week.
Day. For Valentine's
Oh,
Day
that's
now,
right.
they're going to get booked to small venue.
I think we
Very romantic.
unbelievable. Thanks for coming on today. We love having you guys on.
Thanks, guys.
The name of the restaurant is Piccolo
Very good.
Restorante in Fort Lauderdale. Give me your phone number one more time for reservations.
Of course, 954-776-8066.
Wonderful. We're going to go to break. We have some more friends on the show, right? Good. Everybody's on time today, but us.
Love it. What do you mean we weren't on time? We were on time. What are you talking about? I thought the elevator was broken. Got nervous.
Oh, I know.
I would have had to drag you up 5 flights on my back.
I've got a bungee. Don't worry about it. We're going to go to break. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Renee from the South Florida Eat and Critique Radio Show. We want to welcome a new friend to our show, AMP2.TV, the first and only internet television network that's truly plugged in. When Steve-O and I went searching for an internet production company, we discovered AMP2.TV, a full-service production company who now handles all our streaming videos. They offer web page development, and they use the latest platforms to help make your business selling points more powerful. They could do remotes, live streaming, as well as tape productions. Let AMP2.TV handle any of your television production needs. They have all sorts of creative TV production packages to choose from. See why AMP2.TV works with Comcast, Bravo, The O, and Fox 29. To see owner Freddie Santori's work, go to our website at www.steveoandreneeshow.com. Scroll down on the left side bottom of our homepage where you will find AMP2.TV's great work they did for us. To contact them, go to www.amp2.tv.
Hi, this is Steve-O from the South Florida Eat and Critique Radio Show. Both Renee and I are seeing our listening audience grow every week. Our audience is 40 plus with expendable income who eat out 2 to 3 times a week. Go to our website and see all the Broward and Palm Beach County restaurants who are already involved with our show. Restaurants such as Vic and Angelo's, The Office, Coco's Asian Bistro, Cafe D'Angelo's, Eduardo's Di San Angelo, Buddha's Sky Bar, Maggiano's Italian Restaurant, and many more. Come join us and market your restaurant on the hottest weekend radio show targeting people who eat out 2 to 3 times a week. Come on our show and talk about your happy hour, your entrees, your new summer menu, your brunch, or even just your decor. Call us now and invite Renee and myself to dine at your restaurant and then come on our show. We can create a great dining promotion to drive traffic to your restaurant. Call us at 954-336-3767 or just go to our website at www.steveoandreneeshow.com.
Hi, this is Andrew McKinney, General Manager of Mizner Park in beautiful downtown Boca Raton. I love listening to the Steve-O and Renee Eat and Critique Radio Show.
There's a new sun rising. I can see a new horizon.
I
Love that song. Yeah.
Stop copying me.
I like copying you. Hey, today's show is brought to you by some of the finest Chilean wine like Marchegue, Comeniere,
And Sharab.
Smooth jazz. Sharab.
Yeah, and you can find that at the Meatball Room.
The Meatball Room.
And Tasso's Greek Taverna.
They just reordered.
Of course they did.
Wow.
It's the best wine ever.
I know. Hey, don't forget you can watch us on TV by going to our website, www.theeatoncritiqueshow.com.
Leave off the W's.
I'm just so
You like a
used
lot
to
of
it.
W's.
I guess so.
Okay.
So last night, Renee and I had a tasting last night that we've actually been waiting a long time for, because people go by your place and they go, look at, what is that? Look at that. Jazziz. And we're going,
You see all the nice cars over there?
Hey, they had a Bentley
Bentleys.
last night.
Exactly.
I know.
And it wasn't our car.
No, it wasn't our car. That's all we do. So this place, it's an entertainment, I call it entertainment/restaurant complex.
Okay.
It's definitely a complex, and it's called Jazziz.
Love it.
Nightlife.
Love it.
Unbelievable. It's at Mizner Park. Very easy to find. And we are so lucky to have put together something, because we both have the same audience.
Yes.
Okay? We have teenagers who don't have any money.
Juvenile delinquents.
Talk back. Just got out. No, I'm just kidding. But we have the same 45-plus
Same
audience.
demographics.
Same demos. And this is going to be, I predict, a match made in heaven.
Like us.
Yes.
You like that?
I do like that.
Okay.
Do you do
See,
that? Girl?
Look how nice I'm being today.
So we have in studio, as you can see if you're watching us right now on TV, we have the owner. We have the big, what do you call it? Macher.
Not Macha.
See,
Macha.
Got to have
Michael.
on there.
Tell him, Michael. Macha.
She's got the inflection.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We've got Michael Fagan here, and we've got, and I'm going to say executive chef, even though it wasn't on your bio, executive chef Justin.
Welcome, guys.
Am I
Welcome to the
saying
show.
Flint? F-L-I-T, right?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Nice to be
Yes,
here.
sir. See, he calls you sir.
Sir, that's
You
my
like that?
father's name, sir. It was my father's name.
Okay, and first of all, we have to thank the PR company, Joanne Powell and PR, for putting everything together with you guys. I mean, she's been wonderful. She did such a great job.
Because we've actually done other events with her. We did Tastemakers with her.
Tastemakers in Mizner.
With Mizner and Andrew McKinney, who you just heard doing his promo.
And I have to tell you that the dishes last night, we were so blown away. They were out of this world. They really were. I was very impressed.
Thank you. Glad you enjoyed.
We did.
And so you understand, we do this every week with only fine dining restaurants, anywhere from Palm Beach Gardens to Aventura, which I know you know Aventura.
And we're honest.
Bourbon steak, excuse me. But we can't just say something is out of this world when it really isn't, because and we do tell people the way it is, but we were so blown away.
We really were.
By your food last night.
And the venue is just so beautiful. It really is.
So there's so much. We could talk for hours about your background. I read your background and I was like, he gave a stethoscope up.
So you were a radiologist at one point.
I still am a radiologist.
Oh, you are a radiologist, right? You never lose your license.
It's a whole family.
Unless you do something.
Doctors.
I still
Your
practice.
wife?
You're still practicing. Oh, wow.
And my wife doesn't practice anymore. She was an OBGYN. And then my twin brother is a practicing plastic surgeon.
When do you have time to
I need
do
his
all
business.
this?
Wait a second. I need his business card. And then you also were in the music industry.
Yeah, I've been in the music industry for over 30 years. It started in the magazine world, in the music industry. One of these guys who loved music but wasn't good enough to be a professional musician. So I said, oh, you know what? I'll go on the business side.
I understand that.
And it's been a great ride. I started Jazziz magazine in 1983 with
Very famous magazine.
Yes. And I was going to ask you if that was your magazine.
It is. I started it in my first year of medical school, but I started it with the inventor of Gatorade.
Wow.
And, he and I looked at what we wanted to do, and he obviously had already arrived. I was deciding what to do when I grow up.
Right,
He said,
on
"You
your
wanna
way
be a
up."
doctor, or do you want to be in the music business? And I said, I want to do both. And he said, then you will.
Wow. How did you meet Dickie Brennan? Because I actually lived in New Orleans.
Dickie was actually my choice as the restaurateur for the first Jazziz Nightlife. And
In New Orleans?
In New Orleans.
Okay.
And we purchased a building.
Wow.
And we were going to, everything was kind of set up, and then we got to know each other really well, and we decided that being far from here, it would be very difficult to operate, even though he's one of the world's best operators.
Brennan's is well known, especially our age demographics.
Right.
Everybody knows Brennan's.
But he was, you know, the inspirations for sort of the jazz-themed restaurant live music venue, even though we really
It's a great
we don't
concept.
have New Orleans cuisine, and Justin will talk more about that, and we don't play too much jazz.
We noticed that last night.
We were going up because we're going to be giving tickets away to to everything. And there's some really hot jazz names in there, but there's also like Ambrosia's coming in. And
Like Molly Ringwald was there last
Christopher
week.
Cross, John Cicada.
Yeah.
The whole idea is it's not as much genre specific as far as jazz as much as it is demographic specific.
Just give me a reason, give me a reason to stay. I don't wanna stay, I don't wanna find another way, make it through the day without you, no. And I can't resist trying to find exactly what I miss. It's just another day without you. Oh no. And I don't wanna stay. I don't wanna find another way. Make it through the day without you. No, no. And I can't resist trying to find exactly what I miss. It's just another day. It's just another day. It's another day. It's another day. It's another day. It's another day. God bless you. Good night. Without you, it's just another day.
So what I mean by that is there are people who love David Sanborn, but they also love Christopher Cross and Ambrosia.
Yes.
And they tend to be sort of the same demographic. And so
Like our age range.
Yeah, and
well, I'm
20.
you are.
Like Steely Dan, for example. I mean, the one thing that made them so successful is, and a British critic said this so perfectly, they play jazz, but they never play too much jazz.
You know who?
So your smooth moves too much.
I think I'm
too
gonna
many
blow,
times.
I think I'm gonna blow away Michael. I'm gonna bring out a name. I think he might know. There's a guy by the name of Barry Fay.
Barry Fay,
out of Denver.
Yeah,
and he tried to do something similar, but the food was horrible. I mean, he brought big name acts in. But if you're going to do food, you got to do it right.
You have to.
And he
have
never
both.
did
Absolutely.
the food right.
Well, that's why Justin's here. I mean, the concept is essentially, if you go to a lot of great restaurants that have music, it's usually a guy in the corner with a keyboard and a bar mitzvah singer.
Right.
And their food could tend to be pretty decent, but the music experience is...
Well, it's either or. That's
right.
how you find it.
And if most live music venues have horrible food.
Yes.
So the Jazziz Nightlife concept was to say, let's do world-class music and world-class cuisine. And that's what Justin
And I think
does.
that's why we were blown away.
Yeah. I was not, I mean, nothing at you, Chef, but I just wasn't expecting the food to be that good. We did have an idea because when we walked in, the place is beautiful.
It is.
It is absolutely beautiful. It'd be a great place to go for Valentine's Day.
Which we'd like to do.
She just told me all there.
Listen, we have an inn.
Oh, that's right.
And I like the table that we had last night.
And because it's a love theme, we have All for One performing that night.
And I love that group.
Yeah. Boy,
So
yeah.
we'll be there. So
Yeah.
come out and see Steve-O and myself.
Yes, we will be there and that's amazing.
Do we have tickets? Wait a second.
Justin, can you hook him up?
We get
thank you very much.
Especially during the holidays, we always get
I can love you like that. See that? I love it. I know all these songs.
That's what I mean by demographic specific. This really targets our audience right here in Boca Raton.
Absolutely. But you know what? And our audience is actually all over. They're in Broward. They're in Palm Beach County.
And we have a lot of Boca listeners in the gated communities.
Absolutely.
They love us in the card room. Listen, they love us in the card room, Michael. That's all I'm saying.
And
they're listening now.
I think your reach is like ours, North Dade to North Palm.
It's this place. Let me tell you, if you're like in Fort Lauderdale or if you're in Plantation, this is worth the drive.
That's not far.
But it's worth the drive to go to,
Even
though.
from Miami, it's worth the drive.
Absolutely. Palm Beach Gardens.
Okay.
Absolutely. We're.
Want to map it out for them?
Yeah. But what we know, because we have restaurants, fine dining restaurants, that people come from all over because our clientele, our listeners, want the best.
And this way you get great food, phenomenal entertainment. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this, right?
So let's talk to executive chef Justin, because you actually kind of started at Gold Coast.
I did.
Which is funny, because I used to eat there all the time, and the place went downhill. So probably when you left.
I think it was.
Yeah, that was one of my first restaurants that I actually worked in the kitchen at. So it was a great learning experience, and
Then you went to New York.
I did.
French Culinary Institute.
I did. It's a quick, it's a 6-month program, but I worked the whole time I was there for Daniel Ballou at DBGB.
Which is unbelievable.
Daniel Ballou actually came on our show, loved our show, sent us our book with a beautiful autographed book, and wants to come back on again. And we got so much email from just that one time. And here he wants, and Todd English is going to be coming on our show.
Oh, great.
But you studied under some of the best, bro.
I did. That was one of my things. I mean, I just dedicated pretty much my whole life to just trying to learn from great chefs.
His whole life, he's like 20.
But yeah, working for Danielle was amazing, and I learned so much, and I wouldn't trade it for.
And then you went out and started working for Denny's. No, I'm just kidding. No, but you.
See, they closed also by us. He left, they closed.
That's right.
Everywhere he leaves, they close.
No,
he's
gonna be here for a while. And then you went to Bourbon Steak.
I did.
Another great in Turnberry.
Right, in Aventura, yeah.
Unbelievable. So how long ago did you start working here?
I started in Jazziz in October of 2012 while we were still in construction. So
Wow.
we were playing,
So you get to cook, which you love doing. You got to have a passion.
Absolutely.
And you get to hear great music at the same time.
That's very true.
Great job. And
He's a keeper,
He also
Michael.
gets
He's a
to bring-
keeper.
He gets to bring some of the celebrities back in his kitchen.
Yeah.
I mean,
I get to meet all the cool.
Last week?
Wow.
Yeah, last week I was cooking with Molly Ringwald.
Wow.
We were.
Okay, but I just have a question to ask. How come you didn't invite us back in the kitchen? He invites
he
all the
didn't-
celebrities in the kitchen. What happened to us?
You know, it's funny because
On Valentine's Day.
I went to culinary school. I wanted to be a chef, and they even tell you the very first day, if you don't want the long hours, leave now. And
Absolutely.
I'm a schmuck, I want to be a
You're not
chef.
allowed to say that.
You can't.
It's one of the 10 words.
It's one of the 14
I think it's
words.
11.
And I got it, and that's not what I want to do. So I went to a different area. So I understand what you were saying. So I don't want to be in the kitchen. I want to be out front. I want to direct people to what kitchens to go to. So I understand. But we were so impressed. First of all, with your plating, even everything was plated so nice.
Why don't we go over
Let's talk about some.
Let's talk about the tasting from
Okay.
last night, okay? So we started out, every dish was better than the next. I mean, the dishes were phenomenal. So we started out with the scallops.
Yeah, the
seared scallops. So tell everybody about those, because not only were they fresh, they were cooked to perfection, I have to say.
Well, yeah, that's a dish that's been on our menu actually since day one when we opened, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be there for forever. But it's a dish that's inspired by like an old a skate wing, brown butter, almond, caper, and then we just kind of added the Vadavon curry.
The flavors
And the
were
grapes,
incredible.
roasted grapes.
Right. So it's just seared scallops are fantastic, and we didn't want to take away the flavor of the scallops, just enhance it with a couple of different flavors that you don't see in a normal dish. So.
Okay, then we had the
butternut squash ravioli, which were to die for.
It was like candy. I mean, it was
like candy.
It was.
It was really good.
Absolute, just perfect. Everything you did was just cooked to perfection.
Thank you. Yeah, our menu, we cook seasonally.
Mm-hmm.
So the butternut squash ravioli, it's been on since Halloween time, and it'll probably be coming off soon. But we make all of our pasta in house. All of our raviolis are made, and it's just classic flavors again. The brown butter, sage. But just
even your bread was, and the butter that you use, you can see.
Well, the interesting fact about that is I said this butter tastes like really familiar because I used to go to Gold Coast all the time until you left. And then I left. And then they closed. But anyway, and I asked you that. I said, is this the same butter from there? And you said yes.
It is.
Wow.
See how I remember?
And then
we had the next dish we had was the free-range chicken breast, which was incredible with the Brussels sprouts. I've never seen Brussels sprouts that small. Where do you get those? They were baby Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
And did that have bacon in it?
It did.
Sproutlets. It didn't have. It did. Yes.
Yeah. She loves Brussels sprouts.
I love Brussels. Yeah.
So to surprise her is like really difficult to do.
No, it was phenomenal. It really was. So tell everybody about that dish.
Sure. That dish is another seasonal one. It has a sweet potato puree, and then the Brussels sprouts. We kind of make a Brussels sprout hash with some diced sweet potatoes, bacon, and then apple cider for the flavoring in that. And apple butter on the dish also.
Yeah, if I can brag about Justin's chicken, it's the one dish when someone comes in and says, "What should I try?" I'll say, "You should try the chicken," and they're like, "Well, I didn't really come here to have chicken."
Right.
And I said, "Well, I recommend it. Pick whatever you want on the menu," and it is almost universal. They say that's the best chicken I've ever had.
It was absolutely delicious. It really was.
You know what they could actually do when someone comes up, tell them to close their eyes, put the menu down, and just said, point. Right. They can never go wrong.
Throw a dart.
Right.
And then we had the New York strip steak.
Oh, I was shocked.
That was incredible, cooked to perfection. I loved it.
It was almost like we went to a place that strictly specializes in steak.
And that's the whole idea.
Yeah, and it was so good.
And no steak in your pocket last night, right? On the floor.
That was a very...
Because when Steve-O doesn't like something, he sticks things in his pocket, on the floor. I almost broke an ankle last week. So tell everybody about the New York strip steak.
Sure, yeah. Well, the one thing that I love about Dr. Fagan and the whole team at Jazziz when we first met was they said, we're about quality. So for for our New York strip, and all of our beef comes from Allen Brothers in Chicago, which is a very old butchery, and it's just they pride themselves on quality, and we do the same thing. So
it starts with a great piece of meat.
Yeah,
it really does. Tell me about it.
So
in all respects.
Tell me, how would you describe your style of cooking?
Sure. We're, I consider us a modern American kind of a restaurant flavor-wise, where we, I went to French culinary school, so it's very important to have good techniques.
Yes, we were just telling the last people that were here that French technique is so important.
Flavors, all flavors that are incorporated.
It's about being, having technique first, and then finding the right products, and then making sure we have the right staff, and then understanding where we are. We're in Boca Raton. We know what you're talking about demographics. We know what we need to cook and how we need to prepare it. So that's what we're trying to do.
You guys are right on, man. You guys are really right on. This is. Oh, you know what? Let's rate. We have a little bit different way that we
want to talk about the dessert.
Oh, that's right.
We have to mention the dessert because we
had chocolate rum cake.
And we also had the lemon tart.
That was my favorite.
It was. It was very lemony. It was very good.
Did you have it with a cappuccino?
No, you know what?
They forgot our cappuccino.
No, they.
I'm kidding.
It's like everybody's so surprised that we don't drink when we go out.
Right.
I mean that cappuccino. No, everybody's.
Okay.
And we don't do coffees or anything. We come for the food, the ambiance, service. We have things that we look for, but everybody's like so surprised. We went to Cafe Baloo.
They had wines paired, and they were so confused. They don't want no wine. Oh my God, what do we do with the wine?
We never had anybody turn a wine down, and
we'll take it home. We should have told them we'll take it home.
We're going to ask you on your way out to taste. This is a boutique Chilean wine that is award-winning that
It's incredible.
people
It really
are just
is.
flipping over, and we hope you'll taste it and let you know what you think of it. But just everything was just so right last night.
Steve. Appreciate
Yeah, no,
it.
we
Now,
loved it. We
you
had
know,
such a great time.
It doesn't happen by accident. You know, we opened off season, and it was kind of the perfect storm for us because it gave us 6 months to really refine what we do. Not only did Justin get his kitchen in order, we got our service in order, we got the music calendar in order. I think if we would have opened in the beginning of season last year, we probably wouldn't have been ready. It took us a while to really figure out what this South Florida market wants. And you have to listen to your customers.
Yes, and the location's perfect.
And no one's actually ever been able to figure out what to do at that corner spot.
Yeah.
No, there's a lot of restaurants that failed there.
You were like the first one who figured out what to do.
It's such a wide space that we decided, well, the only way it can work is you have to have different spaces, a cigar bar, a champagne and caviar bar, a live room, separate dining rooms. And now you can come in, one night you may come and smoke a cigar and drink a cognac, another night you may come to see David Sanborn, a third night you may come to have one of Justin's masterpieces, or you may just come and want to hang out at the bar.
Well, give everybody your address.
201 Plaza Real, Boca Raton in Mizner Park.
And your phone number to make reservations or to buy tickets for shows.
Phone number is 561-300-0730.
Okay.
And the Jazziz.com, Jazziz.com.
It's pronounced Jazziz.
Jazziz.
Because we kept going by, what is that Jazziz place?
Well, and the reason it's jazz is what is jazz? The music we bring in there is jazz, but it may not be the jazz you immediately think of.
Right.
Bobby Caldwell jazz, David Sanborn's jazz, Spyro Gyra's jazz, Gina Vanelli's jazz, Swing Out Sisters jazz, Christopher Cross's jazz, Steely Dan is jazz.
Wow.
Lots of great groups.
I
Wow.
love Spyro Gyra. I love that group. So, and we're going to be giving tickets away to each on every one of our shows. So this, and I'm just going to go into, because today's actually our last show here.
Yes.
In studio. And
right.
I want to thank...
New time, new day,
Yes,
new back channel.
I want to thank 1470. They have been so great to us. This is our first year. We're celebrating our 1-year anniversary.
That's right.
This will be our last show here. We will next Sunday be in new studios. You have to go to our website.
Go to our website, go to our Facebook
1
page.
to 2. But I want to thank 1470 AM. Duff was the operations manager here, and he was always there for us. And we just want to thank them for everything they've done, because without them, we wouldn't have gotten to where we are. And we just appreciate everything they did.
And we also have to thank our favorite board up, because we're going to be leaving him, Alan, who we absolutely adore and love. We're only leaving him business-wise.
And Freddie and Linda on the
coming
TV
with
side,
us, yes.
we're going to be with them, but we're really going to
And I'm
miss you,
kidnapping Alan. I'm taking Alan with me.
Amazing. Best
I'm putting him in my pocket.
And he's got his own show. I mean, he's got his own show on another station, but he's been helped
incredible.
Make this show. And listen, we're not going anywhere, just going to a different venue, different place.
And we're not allowed to say.
No, and we're not going to.
Okay.
We respect, because we have contractual obligations. But just
I like that.
go to our website. Did I say that?
You did. You actually said it right.
Just go to our website, because we're only going to get bigger and stronger, and we've got
We're moving on up, right, Alan? We are moving on up.
We are.
To the east side. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
To a deluxe apartment in the sky, baby.
So now, and this is our Palm Beach connection now with Jazziz, and I got to say, we have Seminole Hard Rock for Broward, and we thank all of our sponsors. We got a lot of new sponsors coming on with us.
Everybody's moving on up with us.
Moving on up, and thank everybody, and peace and love. Have a wonderful week.
We're out.
I'm so glad we had this time together, just to have a laugh or sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to sing.